The Treksperts Quiz would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this show is created. We pay our respects to elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today.
Double T Media.
You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Treksperts Quiz. I am your host, Davey, and this is the internet's only Star Trek game show. Well, at least it's the only one I host, so I'm just going to say it's the only one. This is a Double T Media production on the BQN Podcast Network, and as such, I would like to give a big thank you to all of our BQN Network patrons, especially to this show's associate producers, Lars DeCenza of the Red Shirt Geeks, Jerry Antimano, Jason Anderson, and Matt Harker. Thank you so much for all of your continued support. Your financial assistance in particular really goes into help making this show and keeping it great and helping us do much, much better things. If you would also like to support the show and get some of our very unique Patreon benefits, including our monthly Hive Mind discussions, early releases of episodes, and other goodies, you can do so by heading to patreon.com/BQN. So we've all just marked ourselves safe from the Bell Riots in the last few weeks. So today we've brought on two very special Treksperts who are going to be quizzed on all things Past Tense Part 1 and 2, that classic Season 3 Deep Space Nine episode that predicted the future in so many ways. Before we meet those Treksperts, though, of course I need to energize the transporter and bring in my co-host, scorekeeper and adjudicator, MC. Let's bring that transporter on again. And welcome to the Treksperts Quiz stage. For the first time for both of you, we've got the fabulous Tyler and the wonderful JJ. Welcome, gentlemen. It's so good to see you both. Tyler, you reached out to me through the website, which everyone can do, by the way, trekspertsquiz.com, and register to be on the show. Well, I think we need to dive straight into round one then. So, the way this is going to work today, round one is all about part one. So, all about the first part of this two-part episode. Let's get your hands on your buzzers and get ready to play the Treksperts Quiz. Question number 1. Where was Captain Sisko going to visit his sister?
JJ?
Portland?
That is correct.
That is correct.
It was Portland. First point goes to you. Second question. What date did the Cisco... What date did Cisco and Julian arrive in San Francisco?
Tyler?
That would have been August 30th, 2024.
That is also correct.
That is correct.
Well done, well done. Point apiece each. Your third question. A variance in what beam caused the transporter accident?
JJ?
Was it the angular confinement beam?
It was the annular
That is
confinement
correct.
beam. Well done. Here we go. Paid some pretty close attention. We're going question for question right now. So question 4, will Tyler manage to jump in quickly? What was the name of Chris Brenner's company? Ooh, that one might have stumped them.
No harm in guessing, guys.
Yeah, you can have a guess.
Tyler?
Was it Brenner's Logistics?
No.
Negative.
I'm afraid not. JJ, do you want to have a guess?
I think it was, I don't know the exact name, Information Systems or something like that, Channel 90 or...
So you're very close.
Insufficient data.
Now it's Brenner Information Systems was the name of it. So MC, how do you want to award that?
I mean, I'm willing to go half a point on that because the information systems is kind of the part that is, a bit harder to get. So I'll
Yeah.
go half a point on that.
Awesome. All right, there you go. Half a point, JJ. All right, so the fifth question is a little bit more specific. Which government had misgivings about the deep sea floor mining project? Do you know what scene it's from?
Tyler?
Was it the French government?
It was not the French
Negative.
government, no. JJ's going red trying to think what it is.
Yeah.
That's all right. Unable to comply.
Unable to comply.
The Pan-Caribbean government.
I do remember that.
It was very specific. Question number
I
6.
think I totally missed that.
I was trying to sort of find as I was watching it, and I was watching it with subtitles on as well, so I could like pick little bits and pieces out quite easily. Question number 6. After the timeline changes, what is the only species signal that O'Brien can detect?
Tyler?
I believe it was Romulan.
It was Romulan.
That
Alpha
is
Centauri.
It was. And Tyler, for a bonus point, where did the signal originate from?
I think it was Alpha Centauri.
Oh, I think you just said that too. Yes. So
That is correct.
you got both points. Both points. Well done. Okay, your first question 7 of 9 is worth 3 points. Name the 3 slang terms used to describe sanctuary residents.
Tyler?
They were the gimmies, the dims, and the ghosts.
Correct?
That is correct.
3 points. Well done, Tyler. Well done. All right, and second last question for the first round. Chris Brenner, Vin, Lee, Bernardo Calvera, and Britt, all guest star characters in this episode, were all named after characters from which classic 1960s film?
Tyler?
Was it the Magnificent Seven?
It was the Magnificent Seven. Wow.
That is correct.
Well done. That was my curveball question for this round, so very impressed, very impressed. Good work. Last question for this is not actually related to the episode. It's a random bit of trivia. The year 2024 was also mentioned by Data in the Next Generation episode, The High Ground.
Tyler?
Ooh.
The reunification of Ireland.
Is essentially what I'm looking for. The rest of the question was going to be, which country did he say was reunified during that year?
Sorry.
No.
No, sorry. I'm actually going to give you a bonus point for
Oh, okay. Great.
because that was very impressive.
MC and I know that very rarely does someone buzzing in early pay off well for them when there's that much left of the question still to go. So that was good. All right, so JJ, I think he's got a bit of an early lead on you, but MC, how are the scores looking?
So the scores for round 1, almost all of the questions got answered, which is very impressive. So JJ got 2.5, and Tyler is ahead with 9.
Well done.
It's still anybody's game.
That's very true because there are 33 points left available in the whole game if I tally them all up. So you've still got a good chance. On that note, though, let's dive into round 2. Okay, so round 2 is all about part 2, obviously. I think we may have heard a reference to this already, but what television channel is reporting on the riots?
JJ?
Channel 90.
It was Channel 90.
That is correct.
See, I always got confused if Chris Brenner was a reporter or he was some kind of mining magnate or something like that, because he's like, oh, Brenner Information Assistance, Channel 90. Then he talks about getting ratings and, yeah, very confusing.
He's just a general upper class twit who picks up random women off the street. Like, come on.
Yeah, seriously. Little creepy.
Yeah, in hindsight, it is a little weird. He's very, very willing to do a lot for Jadzia. Gets her a hotel room, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. There's also a reference to him in Picard where he's a union buster. So
Really
yeah.
Ah.
interesting.
I should have told you that so you could have put it in the quiz, but I mean I'm just saying fuck that guy.
Well, no, it's all right. It's always good to have fun facts off on the side. Second question. Where was Errol Flynn born?
Tyler?
Tasmania.
That is correct.
He was born in Tasmania, not too far south from me. Question number 3. Which act did the protesters want reinstated?
Tyler?
I don't think this is completely right, but was it the Employment Act?
More information?
Re-employment? No, I don't deserve that one. So,
Insufficient data.
So it's kind of correct. There's a word missing there. MC, if JJ knows the missing word, do we split the point up? What do you reckon?
I think if JJ can get it, I'll give him the point, and if not, then I'll give Tyler half a point.
All right.
Wasn't it
then.
the Federal something act? I can't remember what the second word
I will
was.
give half a point to each.
Yeah.
That is correct.
It was the Federal Employment Act, so you can both get half a point for that because you were both very, very, very close.
That's something that really resonates.
Your
amen.
next question. So, Michael Webb used to be a plant manager for which company? You two have both got the best facial expressions after I ask each question, by the way. We almost in unison. You're both like, every time.
Because I remember that scene specifically, but I can't remember what type it was.
Yeah.
I know the type of company it was.
Anyone going to buzz in for a guess?
Tyler?
Chemtrail Incorporated.
Chemtrail Incorporated is
Negative.
incorrect. JJ?
I cannot remember.
Unable to comply.
All good. It was Chemtech Industries. So you were circling the drain a little bit there, Tyler, but not quite, I think, this time around.
I definitely don't deserve that at all.
Fifth question, who directed part 2?
Tyler?
Jonathan Frakes.
Of course.
That is correct.
His third and final DS9 directing gig before going on to direct First Contact, I believe. I think it was his final. I don't know. I don't think he directed much more after this, but that's what IMDb
I think
said anyway.
I think I read it actually won him the job. To direct
yeah.
First Contact.
Apparently, yeah. Like that was kind of, they saw him doing this and right, okay, cool. He's got a handle, especially this kind of timey-wimey kind of stuff. Let's go.
I was actually just looking up his directing credits for Star Trek.
There is a few. Question number 6. Lee tells everyone that she processed a woman who had a warrant out for her arrest for doing what?
Tyler?
Child abandonment.
Correct?
That is correct.
For abandoning her child. Now, your next question, 7 of 9. There's a few technicalities here which I may kind of let you get away with. Now, there are 4 points available here. The way it works when we've got a few points available is if you get one wrong, I will cut you off and let your competitor have a shot at the rest. What 4 decades do Kira and O'Brien visit during their search?
Tyler?
You want the decades?
The decades, yeah.
The 1930s, the 1960s, 2040s, and was there another one?
There's one more.
There's a fourth one?
There's one more.
The year that they came from, 2370s.
That's not what I'm looking for. So you did get...
I
So
only
yes,
knew the 3.
That is correct.
they did visit 1930, Apparently 1967, according to the Star Trek chronology, and they visited, I think it was 2048. What other year or decade did they visit, JJ?
2020s.
2020 is correct.
That is correct.
Trick question.
You went in the wrong direction, Tyler.
You did go the wrong direction. Way the other direction.
I was just thinking of what other times too. I didn't even think of like, oh yeah, they did get them in the end.
Yeah. Well, I originally wrote it as 1920s because it kind of felt very, roaring 20s in the scene. But again, according to the official Star Trek chronology, the year is meant to be 1930. So you get the point for that. Okay, so question 8 is oddly adjacent to this episode. The civilian clothes Kira and O'Brien wear are also the same clothes they wore on Cardassia 4 during the episode The Homecoming, when they were rescuing who? 5. Oh,
Tyler?
Was it Burial?
it was not Burial.
Negative.
JJ, I feel like it's on the tip of your tongue. That is the face of a man
like
has
it
the
is.
answer on the tip of his tongue.
I thought it was Lee something. Lee Nallis.
It was Lee Nullis.
That is correct.
You get the point. Well done.
The most interesting of the bland white Bajorans that Kira was.
Somewhat weirdly, did she have a relationship with Lee? No, she just.
She didn't have a relationship with Lee, which is probably why he was the most interesting of them. But you could definitely tell that what the later one, the one who became president of Bajor, was supposed to be Lee Nallis. It's just
Right. Oh, Shakar?
Shakar. Yeah, Shakar.
That was it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Your final question for this round. Clint Howard, who plays Grady in part 2, earlier portrayed which character in the original series?
Tyler?
Balak?
Yep. And do you know what episode that was in? For a bonus point?
Like something maneuver. Oh God. Like carbon maneuver?
Incorrect.
No, that can't be right.
Insufficient data.
You will get the point for Balok. JJ, do you know what episode it was?
I do not.
You do not? Okay, interesting. It was
Unable to comply.
the Carbonite maneuver.
Oh.
What did you say? The Carbonite maneuver.
I said carbon maneuver.
Oh, right, yeah. Close. That is the end
Yeah,
of...
Ron Howard's brother.
That's right, he is too. Yeah, I forgot that. He's been in Star Trek a few times as well, I think.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
also
like
in Discovery.
Yes, that's right. He's one of the Orions. It's like...
Mm-hmm.
Before we head into Warp, MC, how are we looking point-wise?
So point-wise, JJ has 6 and Tyler has 16 and a half.
Ooh. So we've 20 points available in the warp speed round. It could still be anyone's game. So the warp speed round is 20 rapid fire questions. You only get a few seconds to answer, though. No mulling over those answers, because if I don't get an answer quickly, I will
Unable
hit
to comply.
the unable to comply button and move on to the next question straight away. Buzz in as always. Let's get ready for Warp. On what planet was the Nagus' nephew being held by Starfleet?
Unable to comply.
Unable to comply. Aldebaran 3 or Aldebaran?
Aldebaran.
Aldebaran. Question 2. What was the 217th rule of acquisition?
JJ?
I can't free a fish from water.
Correct.
That is correct.
There you go. What sanctuary district did Sisko and Bashir get sent to?
Tyler?
District A.
District A is
That
correct.
is correct.
The set for Chris Brenner's apartment was also used as an apartment for which Voyager character?
Tyler?
Ensign Kim?
Was Ensign Kim in the
That is
episode
correct.
Non Sequitur. What did Sisko and Bashir exchange to get access to the roof?
JJ?
Their uniforms?
Correct.
That is correct.
Didn't really make much sense to me, that whole why. They got much warmer, nicer looking clothes in exchange for their uniforms. Maybe because they were clean, who knows?
Just wanted Bashir to strip.
Those future poly blends are really warm, you know?
Yeah. Question number 6. What planet did O'Brien say that there was terraforming stations on? Unable to comply.
Unable to comply.
Venus. What is the one thing that this episode predicted correctly about San Francisco on the 30th of August 2024? Unable to comply.
Unable to comply.
The weather. It also incorrectly predicted that the US would be using the metric system and suggested it was 15 degrees Celsius.
I mean, it should use.
It should, yeah, just saying. Star Trek was onto something there. Question number 8. Name the actor who played security guard Vin.
Tyler?
Dick Miller,
It was Dick Miller.
That is correct.
Well done.
who's also in TNG's The Big Goodbye.
He was indeed. Question number 9. The processing staff member Lee had what condition?
JJ?
Hypoglycemia?
She was
That
hypoglycemic.
is correct.
That is correct. And follow-up question to that, what is the name of the medicine that Bashir gives her?
Tyler?
Glycosamine?
It was not glycosamine.
Negative.
Close though. JJ, do you want to have a guess? Oh, good.
Can't remember.
Unable to comply.
It was called glucogen. So close, very close. Question 11. Jadzia recoded her ID card to get past which checkpoint?
Tyler?
Sanitation?
Was the sanitation
That is
department. Correct. What major Star Trek event occurred after the airing of Past Tense Part 2?
Unable to comply.
The premiere of Voyager. Question 13. What year did these episodes air?
JJ?
1995?
Correct.
That is correct.
What do we not see during both episodes?
Tyler?
The station.
Correct. Deep Space Nine.
That is correct.
And which recurring cast member is nowhere to be seen in both episodes?
Tyler?
Jake. Sisko.
Correct.
That is correct.
It was Jake Sisko. Sisko mentions the name of which baseball player from the London Kings?
Unable to comply.
Buck Bokai. Dick Miller also appeared in which TNG episode?
Tyler?
Big Goodbye.
That is correct.
Could have been some backlash if JJ had jumped in and got that one.
Claws would have come out.
Almost near the end. Question 18. Scenes from Past Tense were remastered for which documentary?
Tyler?
Those We Left Behind. All right.
It's not called Those We Left Behind.
Negative.
JJ.
Or What We Left Behind.
What we left behind?
It is What We Left
That
Behind.
is correct.
So, point goes to JJ, I'm afraid. According to Trek canon, what major event would occur within the next 30 or so years that might put the social changes achieved on hold?
Tyler?
World War III.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Final question. Which Starfleet policy is mentioned in past tense for the first time ever?
Tyler?
the temporal displacement policy.
It was
That is correct.
the temporal displacement policy, and that means we are coming out of warp, and we're back. That was a fabulous game. Well done. Tyler, you really paid close attention. Well done. MC, what were the final scores?
JJ had 11, but Tyler just couldn't be caught and had 25.5 points.
There you go.
Okay.
Well played by both of you, especially since I only contacted you both 24 hours ago and asked you to watch this episode in preparation for today. So you both managed to retain quite a bit of information. Tyler, do you have a victory speech?
A victory speech.
Yeah. Stage is yours.
Well, let's hope that we can go into the future and not manifest what Star Trek has completely predicted, even though we do seem a little bit close. Yeah, let's be kind and empathetic, and let's learn from what they predicted and make sure that it never happens.
100%. And let's take the lack of the metric system in the US as a good omen in that regards.
We can do that too. We can work on that.
And JJ, a game very well played. Any final words?
No, just thank you for having me on. It was fun. I definitely enjoyed it. It was a couple times I was like, I know the answer, but I couldn't get it off the top of my tongue. So
It was good to finally have you on, JJ. It was good. I've been annoying
Yeah.
JJ for a while to come on, so thank you for finally accepting the invite. That's it for the game today. Well done to you both. Let's do a quick round of self-promotion. MC, where can everyone find you online?
You can find me on social media at MC Frodis across all platforms because branding is important. And on Thursday nights at 9:30 Eastern on Strange New Pod.
Amazing. And JJ, where can people find you online? What have you got going on?
you can find me on my website at jenediah.com. And also you can get these badges through that website. Unfortunately, I don't have shipping worldwide yet, but I'm working on that. And the badges are free. You just have to pay for shipping.
So good. And Tyler, what about yourself?
You can go to my website, tylermorgan.net, and see some of my work. I'm a content producer. On Instagram, too, Tyler Nolan is my personal one, and my professional one is Tyler_the producer.
Amazing. We'll be sure to check that out. And for myself, you can catch my sister show, The Bargain Bin Gamer, spelled Gaymer, with my wonderful co-host, Mitch, over on YouTube or wherever you get podcasts from. That is where we are playing cheap and often terrible video games to find the hidden gems, and also exploring gaming from a queer perspective as well. And for the Treksperts Quiz fans out there, again, if you were watching today and you think that you could best our Treksperts, well, why not put your latinum where your mouth is? Please register to be a contestant by heading to our website, trekspertsquiz.com, just like Tyler did, and you can find yourself on the show. It's a lot of fun. You don't need to have too much knowledge, just an itchy trigger finger, and you come on and have a great time. You can follow the show on all of the socials, well, most of the socials. We've abandoned X. We're over it. We're done. Goodbye. But you can find us on Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, and Threads. And most importantly, we would love to have you continue the conversation with myself and the other BQN hosts on our Discord server. You can find the link for that in the episode description. And remember as well, if you would like to throw the network some support, head over to patreon.com/BQN. That is it for now. Until we see you again, remember that no matter what you do and no matter where you go, please make sure that you go boldly, Live long and prosper, everyone.
What shows are on BQN, you ask? Well, here's a rundown of some podcasts you might be interested in. All Good Things, a Star Trek Universe podcast covering all of Trek, hosted by Amy, Mark, Christos, Kelvin, and Kristen. Whether you've got Xbox or Nintendo, check out Bargain Bin Gamer, a YouTube show hosted by Davey, a self-proclaimed gamer who specializes in reviewing and showcasing affordable video games. 2 episodes enter the arena, 1 comes out victorious. Join hosts Joe and Kevin and a guest as they debate which should win the Batleth battle. Grab your popcorn as you listen to Cinema Z, a film discussion and review podcast showcasing films you probably missed but should definitely check out. Hosted by Mark and Matt. Don your apron for The Food Replicator, where Matthew eats and drinks his way through the Star Trek cocktail and 3 cookbooks. Beam Aboard Galaxy Class, a Star Trek Next Generation podcast covering all of TNG, hosted by Steven. In order to not repeat it, listen to History with the Zalagis, a snippet of historical events from around the world, hosted by Chrissy and Jason. For the newest Trek coverage, check out Infinite Diversity, hosted by Chrissy and Thad. Curl up with a good book and delve into beta canon with Peter, host of the online Trek Book Club on Twitter, and his new companion, Trek Book Club podcast. Test your Trek knowledge with Treksperts Quiz, a Star Trek quiz show hosted and written by Davey. Whether you're a member of Starfleet Federation or Planetary Union, go check out Union Federation, covering current Star Trek and the Orville, which we all know is really a Trek show, hosted by Kyle, Kevin, Amy, and Haley. Head over to YouTube and watch The View Screen live on Sundays, your Trek-inspired talk show hosted by Kelvin and Amy, with Season 2 starting in September for a 10-week run. Spill the tea with Christos while he discusses current Trek news and events and explores the world of fandom via guest interviews all with a LGBTQIA plus perspective on what's the T-Bev. And for our Patreon members, we have the Hive Mind with monthly script readings, Let's Fly, a Discovery reaction show, It's Green, a cornucopia of topics, Amy's Math Moments, a quick look at math moments in Star Trek. We know you have a choice of podcasts to choose from, and we thank you for listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.